Where the hell is Ever Crisis? Ever Crisis was announced before, actually, technically, Ever Crisis was announced literally the same time as The First Soldier. The First Soldier had a beta, 2 betas, released and got killed before Ever Crisis even had its beta. They had a second trailer for Ever Crisis, which was absolutely cool, and I'm actually really excited for it. Outside of the fact that it is a gacha game, and it is stuck on mobile, which I'm hoping will have emulator support, fingers crossed, because that means I'll be able to play it on PC comfortably. But Ever Crisis, where the hell, like, yo, bro, there were so many reports saying that, yo, we might see it in like September, but that was not the case. Let's see, the original trailer was like 2021 February, and then we had this trailer, which is so cool. Like, this looks absolutely insane. There's so many like people that when I show footage of this, they ask me all the time, which mod is this for Final Fantasy VII? And I'm like, it's not a mod, it's actually a game that we hope is coming out soon. They said there was gonna be a beta this year, but this year is like way too close to like ending. I don't think there will be a beta for this game this year. Oh my god, it just looks so cool. I love the chibi style models. I love that they took the remake models for combat, and the combat is turn-based, so that's gonna like appeal to a lot of the original fans. The outfits, like, look at this shit, bro. This samurai Cloud outfit, this new outfit for Tifa right here, this Aerith outfit, like, bro, this is so cool. Then the music drop right here. This particular part of the trailer at the end, when they show Sephiroth again, is supposed to be a reference to the First Soldier story that is completely separate from the game, that'll be revolving around Sephiroth, the younger Sephiroth, and seeing his like origins in a way, which I'm greatly excited for. If they do release it the same day as Reunion, that would be really good promo. Yo, look at this shit. The younger Sephiroth, watch. He'll turn his face and he has short hair. And to me, this is like Sephiroth in Wutai, right? Like we'll start to like see more explanations and stuff to explain, like, you know, what happened with Sephiroth and why he is the way that he is, and why he's obsessed with burning down villages and putting people's blood on his face, apparently. We'll probably get, like, you know, some explanation to a lot of things that we had questions on for his backstory. And at the end of this trailer, right, remember, this is Ever Crisis. It does say that there's a beta this year. Closed beta test in 2022. It's still 2022, and like you guys said, releasing it in December would be good, or even before. If they release it before Crisis Core Reunion, I think that'd be great promo and make a lot of people download and want to play it. But for one thing that I am worried about, though, we talked about this, was the First Soldier dying, crashing and burning in the way that it did. When the First Soldier doing that, it worries me that maybe Square Enix sees that, okay, maybe they should just not even bother with this project. And no, that's not the case, right? Here's the difference. The First Soldier flopped in the way that it did was because the developers and Square Enix themselves did not want to listen to the community. We kept saying, put this shit on other platforms, right? This is a shooting game. It doesn't feel good to play it on your phone. It'll feel better if we put it on consoles. Now, we have the same arguments for this game, Ever Crisis, not being only on mobile, but putting it on other platforms. And I don't know why they don't do it, because, I mean, Genshin Impact is insanely popular and one of the most popular gacha games in the world, and it's on mobile, it's on PC, and it's on every single console, right? Why not put Ever Crisis on other stuff too? I don't know. Maybe that'll be a thing they do in the future, hopefully. I hope they don't think that because First Soldier died, that means that there is no interest in Square Enix mobile games, because that's not necessarily the case. This game appeals to your target demographics, right? Your target audience are RPG turn-based enthusiasts, people that grew up with these games and absolutely love them. Ever Crisis will do fine compared to First Soldier. First Soldier died because it was a shooter. It was a shooting game. A lot of your audience don't want to play that. They don't have any interest in it whatsoever. So after the first month, yeah, the game did technically die. After the first week, there was mostly bots in the ranked lobbies than actual players. Ever Crisis won't have that issue, and if anything, it'll make more money because the cosmetics actually look really cool and people want to play this. I want to play this. I want to see what it's like. I want to enjoy this. I want to play it with you guys and see what you guys think about it too. There's just so much that this game has to offer that I think will make a lot of fans very happy, and it's sad that Square Enix doesn't see that. And I really, really hope, and I'm praying, like, you know, fingers crossed, they don't decide to cancel this. Please don't cancel this game. Release it. Release it on mobile first, and then eventually bring it to consoles if you have to. Don't think just because, you know, First Soldier died that this game will die. Just remember, Square Enix, if you're watching this somehow, please remember that First Soldier did not appeal to your target audience. RPG fans are not battle royale or shooter fans. I am, but that's just one thing that I'm interested in, right? Your audience loves this turn-based battle systems, and it actually has the main characters in it, and it follows the story that they all know and love, and it also has costumes and cool new weapons and elements of that sort to include. I agree, Pally players, Ever Crisis isn't comparable to First Soldier because First Soldier was competing with PUBG and Fortnite, but the problem with that is PUBG and Fortnite also have console games, right? Their mobile platforms are doing insanely well, but they also have another element for players to play it, and that's console. The reason why people download the mobile games is because the console version of it is fun and addicting, and if they go out on the road or if they're like in their room or something, they want to play it on their phone, they can. They pull it up and play it that way, right? That essentially is a direction in which they can take it. But they never did. It would work on Emulator some days. We would get it to work. I made videos on this, and they would destroy it in the same exact day. They were against putting First Soldier on console, well, putting First Soldier on PC, which was stupid. If you have First Soldier on PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and PC, just like those other games that we mentioned are, the mobile version will start to do well as well because people will play those games and be like, hey, this is actually kind of fun. I'd like to play this like if I'm not home or anything like that. And that's why most people do play mobile games. There's not a huge market for people trying to buy that Asus phone and crazy like mobile devices like that just to play for a shooter, right? And they have to see this, right? There has to be some person in Square Enix in their development team that knows this, I imagine. Initially, there were Final Fantasy fans that were playing it and enjoying it too. I was having a great time. I was an ambassador for the game. But over time, because it's only on mobile, it's so hard to stream. It's so hard to make content for it. They were actively paying people like Ninja and Grenader Jake thousands of dollars to play their game on stream. And it got to a point where Ninja, I believe, was like turning down like playing it. He was just like, nah, it's not, I don't have fun playing it on my phone. It's so hard to set up. It's not an easy thing to do. If it was easier to play and more accessible, I think more people would play it, like Ninja and the bigger crowd in battle royales, right? Hoping Ever Crisis delay is for polish. Seems like it's finally literally their most ambitious mobile game yet, and you've played all the Square Enix ones. Yo, I agree, Pally. I'm hoping that it's just polishing reasons and they still do plan to release it, and then eventually, maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll put it on consoles. Like, yes, everybody does have a phone, but not everybody actually uses their phones to play games or finds it comfortable. In Japan, that's a big market for them. In Japan, the mobile gaming is a huge deal in Japan. It absolutely is. People are playing games on their phones like crazy over there. In the West, it's not really like that. People are playing mobile games on their phone that already exists on consoles. It's just another way for them to play it when they're away from their console. Can't say you've enjoyed any mobile gaming experience so far. It depends. I mean, I like the RPG releases of like Final Fantasy Tactics on mobile. I play that when I like go on trips and stuff all the time. Emulators for PSP games, but actual mobile games itself, I don't know. I have hyperhidrosis, so that shit don't feel comfortable. It's very weird and awkward. Tons of mobile games nowadays come with PC clients. Yeah, exactly. And I don't know why they didn't see that. They're looking at all these other elements as to what the hell destroyed things for them, and they're just like, yeah, we don't know what the fuck we could have done to make it better. And it's like, bro, we've been telling you guys exactly what you could have done. Put it on PC, put it on other consoles, make it accessible for the systems and consoles that we have right now that we want to play it on. And I'm being straight up with you guys, I will be absolutely livid and upset if they block Ever Crisis from being played on Emulator. Now, I get why they blocked First Soldier. They blocked First Soldier because the competitive aspect of it, right? Like, it's a unenjoyable experience for players on mobile to get destroyed and mollywopped compared to like a PC player or somebody using a PC in general, right? I get that, and that's more than likely why they decided to just shut it down, which is stupid because, you know, COD Mobile had that issue too in the beginning, but COD Mobile doubled down and actually invested in BltzZ so that this way they can get it to run really well. Tencent is killing it, bro. They even own League of Legends, believe it or not, but Tencent owns the mobile market and they're killing it with it. They worked specifically with BltzZ and other emulators to say, hey, okay, what do you need to get this to run better? Let's see what we can do. They tweaked it and they got it to run fucking great. COD Mobile runs really good on PC with BltzZ emulator because they actually worked together on getting it to that point. Baby Steel brought up a good point too. Before we were talking about this, he doesn't see Ever Crisis being blocked on emulator because the Nier gacha game, which is essentially like Square Enix's other gacha game that they have currently running side by side, that they plan to run side by side by Crisis Core, that game can function and works on Emulator just fine. So I don't see them making it so that Ever Crisis doesn't work on Emulator. But then, you know, it is Square Enix. They could really throw a monkey wrench in this shit and piss all of us off collectively. And you know what COD Mobile did, right? After Tencent invested in like, hey, okay, we get it. People want to play this on PC. How about we set it up so that all the people that are playing it on mouse and keyboard can only play against other mouse and keyboard players. And they fucking did that shit. They actually did that. They made it so that when you are playing COD Mobile on Emulator, you're going to be playing it against other people with Emulator, mouse and keyboard specifically, which is good. They doubled down and found a system to make it work because they were worried about all these players being like destroyed. Not that I'm worried, but I hope Square Enix doesn't look at that and say, oh, we have to stop, cancel like Ever Crisis because mobile games aren't doing well. And it's like, you fucking idiot. That's not the reason why. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe if you are new. More Final Fantasy news and updates are on the way and you won't want to miss them. My name is BltzZ and thanks for watching.